Passport bros hate me.
We don't hate you. We nothing you. Most of us look at Western women like we look at gas station sushi. We don't hate it. We just know to stay away from it because otherwise it will make us sick. But before we get to that part of this video that was posted by this modern American woman, I gotta say, as far as videos about passport bros are concerned, this one has just as many lies and misconceptions about Western men who move to other countries for a better dating pool and are looking for traditional women as it does actual truth. Let's go over this one by one and see which parts she got right and which parts she's got very wrong.
Have you guys seen the video of that crusty old dude who's like, my Filipino wife has been Americanized and she left me?
Yes, we all have. Many of them, actually. And you know what? It is all these men's fault. Because if you come to a country like Philippines or Thailand or whatever traditional country you end up in, and you marry a traditional girl, it is your job to protect her from what I call a real virus. And essentially, the virus is this new mentality of this modern, independent, toxic, essentially, woman. It is your job to make sure she does not become one. And in countries like Thailand, for example, a great way to do it is to learn Thai and only date Thai women who don't speak English, because this virus is usually transformed by speaking English and therefore understanding English.
He basically tells on himself for abusing her and then explains how he thinks he's a victim. Men like that are all over Thailand.
That is true. A lot of shitty men come here and continue to be shitty men, and sometimes even get worse.
They show up to Thailand with their little 50K salary and they feel like gods because the dollar goes so much further here.
That is true. Money does go much further here than in America, though it is a perk, shouldn't be a main reason why you move here, though a lot of us do move here with much better income than that, and even a $50,000 salary is still not a horrible salary in America. Maybe in California and New York, but there are plenty of places in America where a man can earn $50,000 and be just fine. Now, should those men try to do better? Absolutely. The average salary is around $65,000. But at the end of the day, honey, don't tell me that $50,000 is below poverty line in America.
Thai women flirt with them because of the elevated status their perceived wealth gets them.
And what is wrong with women recognizing the most important job that a man as a head of a household has, which is to provide? Maybe if you do the same in the next video that you post, instead of bitching about passport bros, you would introduce us to your husband that you now have.
And they start feeling the best they've ever felt in their life.
No, we've had that feeling before, and that's why we moved here. You see, it's because you, the modern American women, are no longer able to provide us with that feeling of being respected and appreciated, so we went somewhere else where we are.
Normally, I would love that for them.
No, you wouldn't. Modern women are really bad at supporting other women. As a matter of fact, a lot of you Western women who I see here look down on traditional Thai women because you think you're better than them. You're not. That's why we're here.
But unfortunately, it turns them into monsters.
Monsters? Do monsters mean men who have boundaries and self-respect and don't simp for Western women who have very little offer to them? Gee, guess I'm a monster.
Passport bros hate me. They hate all Western women. I was shocked when I moved to Thailand 7 years ago. I joined a bunch of Facebook pages for like expats in Bangkok and Thailand. The men in there were so publicly hateful towards Western women, it was crazy.
Not hateful. We just don't want you around. We don't even know why you followed us here. 99% of Western women here never get wifed up by Thai or other Western men and have to go back anyway. And that's because you can't compete with traditional Thai women. You know how you say that we couldn't get a wife in America? Which is true, we couldn't. Well, you can't get a husband here in Thailand. See? It all works out. The only way how I see Western women living here for a long time is when they come here already with husbands, though all of us feel really bad for those guys because Essentially, they have to walk around with what they're stuck with and then watch all of us enjoy this amazing traditional Thai women. It's kind of like taking a lactose intolerant kid to an ice cream store. It's just cruel.
This is what they would say verbatim. Western women are all fat and ugly and they all want to be treated like Cinderella, but they're all super masculine and they're slobs.
That actually sounds pretty accurate, except for the ugly part. Unless you mean on the inside, then yes, pretty accurate.
Meanwhile, Thai women are submissive and sweet and beautiful, and they'll do anything I say, especially in the bedroom.
Yeah, they are. I'm sorry, where was I? Oh, that's right. Passport bros bad, right?
Just talking to those guys for 5 minutes, it was very easy to see why they couldn't get a wife in America. It was because they hate women.
Well, we don't hate Thai women. And what is it with this word hate that you use so much? It sounds very dramatic. I have a feeling if we were to meet in person, I would have to avoid you. I would just have to pretend like you don't exist and would do anything to not have a conversation with you.
They will pretend like I don't exist. They will do anything not to have a conversation with me. I'm going to preface by saying I don't think all passport bros are bad.
Well, we're in the second part of your video, so I don't think you understand what the preface is, but thank you.
I think sometimes there are nerdy men or very shy men who couldn't get a wife in the USA.
Yes, but also because they have boundaries and standards, and women like you usually, what's the word for that? Hate that.
There are Thai women looking for a better life. They have an equal partnership where she takes care of the home and he pays for everything.
Yeah, those are not equal partnerships. Those are traditional relationships based on gender roles that both members of the couple have to fulfill. So you can't really describe this with business terms like equal partnership. This is not an LLC.
A lot of times, these Thai women don't know what they're getting into.
This is true. Most Thai women choose the worst foreigners, and that's because they are easily buying the lies that foreigners tell them, and most importantly, never take their time to figure out, is this guy going to stay here? Which is quite easy, but most of these foreigners come here, they don't care about Thai culture, they don't learn Thai, they don't incorporate themselves or make friends with other Thai people. They start dating these girls, and then at some point, they leave and dump the girls. And of course, they don't tell them. They say, oh yeah, sure, I'm totally gonna move here. But it is very easy to tell by the fact that they don't speak Thai, they don't have the appropriate long-term visas, and they don't usually have a single Thai friend. But that's on women, right? These women need to smarten up and actually, if they do want to date a foreigner, date a guy who actually lives here. There are plenty of us who actually do.
These women marry these men and get promised this life of luxury, and they move back to the US and living in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, see, you don't even know what a passport bro is at the end of the day. We don't want to take these women back to our countries like America. We don't want them to be westernized, and that's what this video is all about, right? You started by describing the video of a guy who had to get divorced from a Filipino woman who got too westernized. Again, absolutely his fault. We don't want that. We want to come here, live in these amazing cultures. We don't want to yank these women out of their support system, from their friends and family and culture. That never, ever, ever works. And we certainly don't want women who want to date us for status or luxury. Those are not traditional women. We have another word for those women who just want money out of men. But the bottom line is, it sounds like you made a video about passport bros and you have no clue who we are.
Now that I moved back to the US,
what? You telling me that no man here in Thailand, Thai or Western, wanted to wife up such a gem? It's funny that you started your video by saying that us, passport bros, had to leave one country to go to another country because we couldn't find a spouse here. Didn't you just do exactly the same thing? But now that you're back in America, I'm sure you have no problems finding a good American simp to create, equal partnership with. And you know what else? I would, I think I see a beautiful submissive Thai woman over there. Gotta go. Sawadee krap, kun soi mak. If you want to ditch modern women and move abroad for more traditional relationships, go to themillionmanproject.com, take my most comprehensive course, and change your life.